Okay, so first, before I get started on the Tailwind routes, I want to first do the Clear Amulet fight Presley and Aron. So let me get that team out for that. We want Talonflame, Weavile, Salazzle, Barrascuda, which I believe is already in my party, yeah. Pawmont, and Sinistra. So I want eject button on Talonflame. Never melt ice on Weavile. No item on Salazzle. Mystic Water on Barrascuda. Magnet on Pawmont. And eject pack on Sinistra. I need to pre-damage Pawmont to 80 HP. And I need to teach Flip Turn to Barrascuda. I'm gonna get rid of Psychic Fan because it's a bit too niche, I feel. For Chub has more overall use, especially since Barrascuda is really fast. Okay. So, the grassy terrain is set up. Rillaboom sees kill on Neaver, and Ogerpon sees kill on both, so it's diagonal targeting. And Rillaboom's going to fake out on Talonflame. Probably can guess what we're going to do here. We go fake out, we go into Salazzle, fake out Ogerpon to deal some damage, break Sturdy, and stall a turn. Fake would have never. It would have never healed enough of Grassy Terrain to put it out of Sturdy range. Normally, Ogerpon could Spiky Shield here because I show fast kill to it, but because Salazzle has Encore, it will never Spiky Shield. So I can Encore Rillaboom, kill Ogerpon of Icicle Crash. So this is Cerulege because since AI doesn't see Unburden and Grassy See until it switches in, it thinks that Cerulege is fast. That it thinks that Hallush is fast killed by Weavile. So I'm just gonna Sludge Bomb Cerulege, go into Barrascuda on close combat, which we barely always take close combat crit. We'll also break Cerulege's Sash, which is the most important part. Okay, so we just fake out fake it with Salazzle to stall a turn, flip turn, kill Ceruledge. If the CC drops, that always kills. And now I go into Pawmont, which will be in Hawlucha. Well, I mean, Hawlucha is also the only Mon left. Grassy Terrain should be ending soon. Okay, the Encore ended as well. I Encore Rillaboom back into it, into Fake Out Hawlucha. Rillaboom won't Grassy Glide and mess things up because Hawlucha's the only thing that he's on Pawmont, so it's double targeting. Diagonal targeting, I mean. Okay, so I now Scary Face Hawlucha and switch into Talonflame, which can take both Acrobatics and CC and eject out. And I go back into Pawmont. Scary Face cancels out the Unburden, and Pawmont is just barely faster than Hawlucha with the level advantage I have. So I can just fake out, stall a turn again, I guess, and double shock kill Hawlucha. If necessary, I could have just faked out and then Scary Faced again if I didn't outspeed. That would have worked. Alright. Encore Rillaboom again and switch into Sinistcha. Grassy Glide doesn't really matter now because Grassy Trade's not up, so it's not a priority anymore. So I guess I just Sludge Bomb and Shadow Ball until I eventually take this out. Alright, nice crit. Didn't really matter though. Salazzle will be in first kill Cloyster. Sinistcha is slower than Cloyster because Cloyster has Scarf, but Salazzle is faster despite the Scarf, so I can Scary Face Cloyster and Leaf Storm, kill and eject out. And I go into Pawmont here, which will be the last mon is King Gambit. To play around Sucker Punch, you need to do a bit of maneuvering, because King Gambit has 5 Supreme Overlord boosts. So switch into Weavile and fake out this with Pawmont. And fake out plus CC. Fake out's higher priority than Sucker Punch, so yeah, that's not an issue. So we're faking it out. And there's the clear amulet. Oh, looks like the encounter table was moved. Okay. Alright, so in terms of frags, that's one for Salazzle. Where's my Salazzle? One for Salazzle. One for Sinistra. Where are you? There we go. One for Palmont. One for Weavile. Another one for Palmont, actually. And one for Barrascuda. Alright, now for the Tailwind stuff. So for the first fight, Allison, I want Revavroom. Low kicks. Samurott. There. Heracross. Azumarill and Annihilate. Okay, so I want Eject Pack on Revavroom. Pre-damage, low kicks to 60 HP, and I don't want an item. Eject button on Samurott. Wait, I didn't get Heracross out. Berry Juice on Heracross. And pre-burned, obviously. Azumarill, I want also Berry Juice and Black Belt on Annihilate. I'm gonna double check something. Okay. Where's my Revavroom? Okay. Excalibur lead. Normally River Room wouldn't kill this, but River Room is baiting Glaive Rush from this Excalibur, which how the move works is that when the AI goes for it, it will then suddenly it will take double damage from your moves, so then spin out Will Kill. So it will Glaive Rush, I can spin out, and it will lower my speed and eject pack out. Should work. I had checked this, and Glaive Rush is not a negative effect move. It's also the new Glaive Rush animation. So I can set up a bit of a trap here, go into low kicks. We're gonna beat first fast kill Veluza, but I got the priority first impression to kill it. Low kicks is really good for this section. I'm gonna be using it quite a bit. So Wall Ring comes out for next fast kill. I eject through Samurott. Freeze doesn't matter, so we're just using this as an eject button. Go into Heracross. We can kill this with close combat. We always take Earthquake or Surf crit. Well, actually, it's Ice Beam or Surf because that's overlap. Those are the two moves it's going for. So depending on if I'm in Dragon Tail range or not from this Dunsparce departments, who I need to switch to. 80 damage and 123, so I'm not in range. So I go into Annihilate. Annihilate can always take 2 Drill Run crits if that's what I'm going for. I think he's just gonna be going for Hyper Drill, yeah. And Black Belt CC always kills. Probably gonna crit because it is Scope Lens, but it didn't. But I would have lived, and Black Belt CC always kills. Alright. First one down. So that's 1 for River Room, which brings it up to 30. 1 for low kicks. 1 for Heracross, and 1 for Annihilate. Alright, so next up is Reed. Alright. So let's get the team out for that. For reference, if the Heracross ended up in Dragon Tail range, it would have always gone for that because of positive effect. Okay, so for this one we want low kicks. Where's my low kicks? Your low kicks in my party. Low kicks. Slow King. Meganium. Samurott. Seismitoad and Naganadel. I didn't get Seismitoad, but hold on. Yes, Seismitoad. So once silver powder on low kicks, pre-damaging it to 60 HP. Um, 111 on Meganium. Alright, and I also need to pre-burn Naganadel. Just double check this. I want to double check the, yeah, wait, yeah, I'm faster, okay, so that's 8 in terms of that. I just need to do, oh, no, Slowking also needs to be pre-burned. I already have silver powder on, yeah, I want citrus on Slowking. Miracle Seed on Meganium. Let me just, while I'm at it, get Poison Barb on Naganadel. That's not Naganadel. Frostberry on Seismitoad. Oh, and eject button on Samurott. I didn't get that on yet. Okay. Alright. So in Swarm with holding silver powder, we always kill this low kicks with with Savali, grass type Savali with first impression. And Milo is baited in. I go into Slowking. Slowking can tank this Milo pretty well. But I can't kill, I don't have the means to kill it. I'm Burns to prevent Hypnosis. First to slack off. So I need to get my game into kill. To manage that, what I need to do is I need to put it to sleep with Yawn. Start off with the Yawn. And now this is always going to be baiting Surf, just to double check. Yep. It won't Draining Kiss because it's at full. So we go into Meganium on the Surf. This will make sure that it always puts us into Overgrow range. Now it's asleep, it's guaranteed to sleep this turn, even though it's faster, and I can kill with Miracle Seed, Overgrow, Leaf Storm. Technically, this Marvel Scale is being activated, but that's for physical moves, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so now this bait's in Magmortar. For a random move, I go into Samurott to eject out. There's kills of Wave Crash with Sidemato. We have, what you have it, we have Rossberry for Burn and Scorching Sands. This is Electros that comes out. It's always going to be going for Coil here. It could have potentially ended up as Drain Punch, but that would have been fine too. But it's going to always be Coil here. It doesn't see a kill, and I don't show a kill to it. I go into Naganadel. Under Tailwind, my Naganadel is faster by this by just 1 point. So I can just two-shot this with a Poison Barb Sludge Bomb, which kills, two-shots it even for Leftovers Recovery. Nice poison. I always take Crit Thunder Punch even with the +1, plus burn damage. Okay, so when it comes to frags, 1 for low kicks, 1 for Meganium, 1 for Seismitoad, and 1 for Naganadel. Okay. So next up is Robin. Okay, so I'm going to be bringing to this fight Samurott, which is already in my party. Donphan, low kicks. Yeah, low kicks again. Milo, which is, I believe, in box 2. Yeah. Sorry. Annihilate. Belly Bolt. Where's my belly? There it is. Add Torkoal. So the only bit of pre-damage I need to do is... Okay, there's actually 2. I need to... First, I'm going to pre-burn Milo, just to double check. I do have Marvel Scale, right? I'm pretty sure that's the ability I got. Yeah, okay. And I want to pre-damage low kicks to 60 HP again. And Torkoal needs to go to 180. Okay. And in terms of items, I also should do this first. I want to teach Flip Turn to Milo, and I'll get rid of Surf because I can technically get Muddy Water if I ever need to. Okay, so I want, in terms of items, Cherry on Samurott, Eject Button on Donphan. It's no item on low kicks. Berry juice on Milo. Magnet on Belly Bolt. And no item on Torkoal. Alright. Flip turn. Yeah, I do. Okay. Double check items. Cherry, Jict, Cone, Juice, Magnet. Okay. So this Marowak's gonna Thunder Punch me. It's gonna do a fair bit, but we do survive it, and we can get Cricket with Shell Armor. And Surf into Aqua Jet will always kill. It was a range, so it could have just killed on its own. So this is always going to be Cacturn. It could have been random move. I think it might be. I got a pretty high roll. Yeah, it can be. Oh no, wait, no, it can't be Focus Blast or Dog Pulse. I didn't pre-damage low kicks to account for those anyway, so I'm going to just go to. I am going to go through Dawn Fan anyway. Eject button, Dawn Fan. Since we're sturdy, we live this. I think it's White Herb, that's why it went for that. Here it is. Because otherwise it wouldn't have gone for it because it was negative effect. Go into low kicks. And since Cacturne's super weak to this, first impression always kills. I don't even need the swarm damage, I just did this for baiting purposes. Alright, so this is going to be Liquidation from the from Huntail. You can take it decently because we're burning some Marvel skills active. It will never see kill after Liquidation, even if it crit defense drop. So it's always going to be clicking Coil here. Flip turn out. Go into Belly Bolt. Since I showed kill to it, it will never coil here. We take +1 Liquidation crit, and I can Volt Switch out with Electromorphosis boost. And the last mon is Wheezing Galar, which my Torkoal is pre-damaged to be in Misty Explosion range, so we'll always click that, and we can protect it. Okay, so first up, so for in terms of frags, first is Samurott. Samurott's now at 20. One for Samurott, one for low kicks, one for belly bolts, and one for Torkoal. Alright, so next up is Santiago, which is the first of the Tailwind fights I'm not bringing low kicks to. So, for this one I want Tyranitar, Samurott, Sinistra, Bellybolt, which is already in my party, Heracross and Ceruledge. So in terms of items, I don't need any pre-damaging for this. I want Soft Sand on Tyranitar. Larm on Samurott. Eject Pack on Sinistra. Magnet on Bellybolt. Citrus on Heracross and Ceruledge. And I need to pre-burn Heracross, no pre-damaging needed though. Double check something. Okay, yeah, okay, that's good. And also one more thing. Yeah, okay. Let me double check the items. Law Mojo, Rock Magnet, Citrus, okay. So, Seviper, lead Giga Drain crit never kills me, which is what's going to be going for. And with Soft Sand, Earthquake always kills. Guess yeah, keeping Earthquake with Detour has finally paid off. And this will bait in Ursaluna for high horsepower. Play rough, kill it. It could have seen kill with Body Slam or Fire Punch. If it got a good crit roll. Samurott can always take any hit and it will get burned by its Flame Orb right after. Which this Ursaluna is not guts, it's actually bulletproof. Flame Orb bulletproof. So it's actually going to reduce its power instead of increasing it. And I can flip turn out. go into Sinistra. It's going to be going for Fire Punch here, which does a decent bit of damage. But with Burn, it's reduced by quite a bit. So we can kill with Leaf Storm and eject Pack out. Burn doesn't matter because we're using a special move. And we won't get damaged by the Burn because we're going to be ejecting out. Okay, so I go into Belly Bolt, and this should be Miltank for first outspeed, out damage. Miltank, we can always take high horsepower crit from this Miltank. It does not do that much because Miltank's attack is pretty mediocre and Belly Bolt is good bulk. So yeah. Doesn't even do that much. And we go into Heracross, who can always take Body Slam crit, and we kill with close combat, even if it's... I mean, we kill from close combat full, so... Normal Gym Body Slam doesn't kill us. Because of Citrus Berry. So that plus Burn. And last up is Pinsir. As funny as it'd be to kill this with Heracross, I am slower, so it's Tailwind, so I have to switch out. Go into Cerulege. This set is just like Storm for Body Slam and Exeter, so Cerulege hard walls it. Alright, so for frags, that's one for Tyranitar, one for Sinistra, one for Heracross, and one for Cerulege. Which finally brings Cerulege to 5. So next up is Katie. For this fight, we're going to be bringing Belly Bolt, which is already in my party. Tyranitar. Annihilate. Talonflame. Primarina, and Mamoswine. This one was a bit tricky to figure out, but I managed to figure out a way. Magna on you, eject button on Tyranitar. No item on Annihilate and Talonflame. Cherry on Prim. This is mostly just as a backup, but... And no item on Mamoswine. I want to pre-poison Mamoswine. Alright. That's it. Just double check items. So Bellybolt always lives. 5-hit Icicle Spear crits. And with Electromorphosis activated, we always kill with Volt Switch despite Assault Vest. Yeah, the text will pop up every time. It doesn't actually get boosted further, though, but... It can just crit as many times as it wants, it doesn't make a difference. Alright, go into Tyranitar, which will bait in exactly Machamp Cross Chop. So I go into Annihilate on the Cross Chop. I need to get a very slight amount of chip on this. So I first Rage Fist. It's gonna knock off me. I have no item though, so it's not gonna do too much. And now it's going to knock off again. I go into Talonflame on that. And Acrobatics kill it. Which we're Gale Wing, so this is priority unless we have to be it despite Tailwind. This will always be baiting in a Flygon kill with Thunder Punch and sometimes Dragon Darts. We would have never been Muck because we're faster than this under Tailwind. It's always going to have been Flygon. So I go into Tyranitar on the Dragon Darts plus Thunder Punch, which we can take both and always get ejected out. Dragon Dance because it sees kill. Alright, and go into Prim. Prim just barely does not show Flygon a kill with Moonblast with his 8th roll, and since we're slower, this means it's always going to set up Dragon Dance here. Moonblast. And then Moonblast plus Aqua Jet kills. Yeah, Muck comes out, going to be going for Poison Jab. Mamoswine can always take Poison Jab into Fire Punch crit, even if the poison damage plus the Jaboka Berry that this Muck for some reason has. we'll still survive. We just barely survive. And kill with Headlong Rush. Okay, so next up is Rodney. Let me first do the frags. So it's 1 for Belly Bolt, which brings it up to 20. 1 for Mamoswine, 1 for Talonflame, which is Talonflame's first, and 1 for Prim. Alright, so for the next fight, I want Annihilate, Low Kicks, Basculegion, Azumarill, Torkoal, and Mamoswine. Alright, so I want Eject Pack on Mamoswine, not on Mamoswine, I mean on Annihilate. Eject Button on Torkoal. No item on Low Kicks. Should I put Silver Powder on? Sure, I'll do it. Spear on Basculegion. Fairy Feather on Azumarill. And Soft Sand on Mamoswine. And I need to pre-damage Low Kicks to 60 HP. Low Kicks is favorite HP range. Okay, just to double check something. Yeah, okay. So this King's going to hit me with Double Edge, and I can close combat, which will always kill an eject button, eject pack out. This is going to be going for Double Edge, which does a lot, but it doesn't kill us with crit ever. So, well, it does also hit us because it is scrappy, so we can take it, so it's fine. And it isn't going for like one of its other moves, it's like, which would have been bad. Like it would have gone for Fire Punch or Ice Punch, but it's not going to because double edge sees to a KO and they don't, so the AI doesn't apply. Similar thing is what I've done before, go into low kicks, first fast kill scenes, Gothitelle, Aura Sphere. We got the priority first impression. So Graplock should be going for Circle Throw or we'll be going for Circle Throw or Power Punches. Both of those are for positive effect. Circle Throw because it's a phasing move, and Power Punch because it's a setup move. So I go into Vascular Legion. I am going to take a Liquidation and flip turn out. And now I go into a Azumarill, who will be taking a Circle Throw or Power Punch, and I always kill it with Play Rough, with Fairy Feather. This is going for Circle Throw because I got first, but it's fine. Okay, and this is going to be Drapion out. Go through Eject Button Torkoal, who can always take any crit from this. Well, I mean, it's not going to crit me because we're Shell Armor, but I need to do this because Mamoswine doesn't take a Cross Poison crit into Night/crit because it's Sniper, but we do take Night/crit on its own, so we can just take that and kill with. I forgot about the knockoff. Does this not kill anymore? No, that's still killed. I just, for some reason, put it on even though I didn't need to. I mean, knockoff crit never killed though, so we were fine. I mean, could have potentially been bad, but it's okay. Alright. Okay. So that's, in terms of frags, 1 for Annihilate, 1 for Mamoswine, 1 for Low Kicks, which brings Low Kicks up to 30. And 1 for Azumarill. Alright. I do have the next fight planned, but before I do that, I'm going to go pick up my Sky Pillar encounter. I could get 120, 130, but I'm not going to do that quite yet because I want to see like what I get on the fishing tables first before I decide what I want to go there. Alright. Hopefully I get something good. I mean, technically, because I've already got Bay on everything here is good in some way, but like something really good. Gibbolt, that is very good. I'm definitely happy with that. Classic. just gonna turn my repel on. Good, important to make sure I do have it on because I could end up encountering like Lapras on the surfing by accident, and that would mess up my routing. Alright, let's go take a look at our Gibble. Lonely, that's of good nature. IVs aren't the best, but it's workable. I'm definitely not unhappy with this. Alright, so what's gonna be my moveset on this? Would probably be like, this would be like Dragon Claw, Earthquake. I have no idea what else, to be honest, because this is not learn a lot of moves, but like, I mean, Scale Shot, like, would potentially be one I would want to teach eventually. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Um, like most of the moves it learns by level up are either tutors or just like ones that they're just like replaceable. Like it's Bite, but that's like just worse Crunch. So there's like no reason to keep that. You know, I technically can't relearn it. There's like tutor moves that that I can always teach. Like Rock Tomb, Rock Slide, Poison Jump, maybe. Fire Fang is probably really niche, but I could see it having use. Bulldoze, Crunch, Brick Break, Aerial Ace. I don't know. Like I probably would like keep Bulldoze for now, and I don't know. I guess Crunch. I mean, there's really not much I want to have on this. It's just, yeah, alright. I guess that's my moveset then. I guess, actually, Dragon Rush is actually potentially nice um, to show kills, even though I'm not probably never going to be clicking it. So yeah, I guess since Crunch is a tutor anyway, I'll just get rid of it. Gonna get Garchomp into the calc. So for the next fight, I'm going to be. Let me first move something to. Who am I gonna move? Um. Yeah, Rhyme's been kind of falling off, and Double Barrel aren't going to be Double Barrels for a while, so I don't think it's really going to be coming much. Alright, so when it comes to this, yeah, we want Belly Bolt. Heracross. Low Kicks. Where's my low kicks? It's there. Primarina. Samurott. And Azumarill, which I think it's already. I was supposed to. Okay, I messed that up a bit. All right. So when it comes to items, I just want Magnet on Belly Bolt, Eject button on Heracross, pre-damage low kicks to 60, and give it a silver powder. There's berry juice on Prim, mystic water on Samurott, and this is why I got this. I want the clear amulet on Azumarill. All right. Oh, I hadn't anticipated. I mean, that's fine. I already did all my prep. I just. Alright, so. Yeah, kill. This is, we're just going to take the close combat or liquidation. I'm not totally sure what's going to be going for, but it doesn't matter. And we slow Volt Switch kill. Use Electromorphs in at math. Oh, okay, that scared me for a bit. But yeah, that's a crit. So I go into Heracross, which is going to bait in exactly Psy Shield Bash from Wardeer. Dragapult just barely does not see a kill. Ooh, thanks for the follow, Karashir. See, it's gonna be going for Psy Shield Bash guaranteed. I go into low kicks on that. It shouldn't get a defense boost because we're getting into immunity. That's how it always works. And Silver Powder Swarm First Impression always kills this Wardeer. Dragapult comes out. I pre-damage so that it will see kill with Dragon Tail. So we'll always be going for it because that's positive effect because it's a phasing move. I go into Prim on the Dragon Tail, which we're immune to. And Moonblast plus Aqua Jet always kills this. Alright, and The Scorch comes in. It could have been depending on rolls. Glad you do. My favorite Pokemon is Empoleon. That's why I have it as my profile pick. The Scorch comes out. It could have been different depending on depending on how much damage my Prim took. So I go into Ozzy. This is the reason why we have Clear Amulet, so that Fire Lash won't. That's cool. Chestpin's a cool one. This is the reason why I have Clear Amulet, so that Fire Lash won't defense drop. Yep, that is true. Pitbull's my favorite starter. And Liquidation plus Aqua Jet kills Scorch, and we always take 2 hits, and as I said, no drops because we have Clear Amulet. So it's gonna be Hippo last. And we get a switch in with hair. We get a eject button with Heracross on this, which can take any move and always get ejected out. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I missed for the first starter. It was Pokemon Platinum. I am excited for ZA. I'm not sure when I'll be able to play it, but I am interested in it. So, we take 2 high horsepower from Hippo and kill with 2 Surfs always. Papa Berry is not going to be enough to take it out of the 2nd Surf range. Okay. Alright, so in terms of frags, that's 1 for Belly Bolt, 1 for Prim, 1 for Low Kicks, 1 for Azu, and 1 for Samurott. So that's gonna be it for me. Those are all the fights I had planned, so. Narf's live, so sure, I'll do it.